Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I wanted to do sort of an update video to let you guys know what direction we're going in next. Don't expect these videos all the time, only when, I think they're necessary, and I think this is one of those times. But before I get into it, I want to thank everybody for watching the live streams on Twitch and watching the VODs here on YouTube. So I really appreciate it, guys. I know you guys are watching. So thank you once again for that. But let me talk about sort of where we're at with Fallout. Let me throw some numbers at you real quick. We finished Fallout 3 on December 16th, which was 2 days ago. We finished that all up. It was about a 90-hour playthrough. We did all the DLCs, got all the bobbleheads, went to all the vaults, did all that good stuff. So and it came out to 90 hours of total playtime. And then before that, we did Fallout 2, which was a 62-hour playthrough, and we finished that, kind of within, I think, maybe a 3 weeks time. So over the past 2 months, it's a little bit over the past 2 months, between Fallout 2 and Fallout 3, we have a total of 152 hours, which is a lot in just a little over 2 months. And if you want to throw Fallout 1 into the mix, well, you add another 31 hours to that, and then it becomes 183 hours in the Fallout universe, which is quite a lot. And that's over 4 months at least. So you're probably wondering, why are you giving me these numbers? What does this even mean? Well, I mean, when we started out, I was wanting to do a franchise playthrough because I had never played these games before, ever. So we wanted to start from the beginning and work our way up, all the way up to Fallout 4. But I'm kind of at the point where we've consumed too much Fallout and I want to break from it. So we're going to put it to the side. We're not going to worry about it. We'll come back to it in maybe like a month or two. But for now, like, I am kind of burnt out on Fallout, and it was only a matter of time. I didn't think that it was going to really happen. But it kind of did. It kind of did. And like I said, playing through these games for the first time, if you're playing it the way that I'm playing it, which is exploring everything, talking to every NPC, doing all the questing, and of course looting all the time, it's all going to add up, and it's all going to contribute to kind of being burnt out on it. So, and the reason why I'm kind of doing this video is because most of the content on YouTube is the Fallout playthroughs, and I know everybody enjoys watching some videos from the Fallout games here and there. But we got to kind of put it on hold for right now, and it's just, I think I need a break from it. I really do, because if we start New Vegas, I'm gonna go into it feeling burnt out, and it might not be very fun. But that's not to say that the previous games haven't been fun. I've had a great time in there. Playing the games, but I just feel like I really need to take a step back and play something else. I know that there was some that were looking forward to the New Vegas playthrough and then experiencing Fallout 4 for the first time, but we're gonna have to put that on hold and wait just a little bit longer. But we will definitely come back to it. We will return to Fallout. So now the next question you're wondering is, what game am I gonna play next? Well, I've been wanting to play a game that I've been familiar with, a game that I have played before, but it's been a while. And I think this is the opportunity I'm going to take and go ahead and just run with it. It is an RPG. You could say it's a JRPG if you want to get technical. It is from the PlayStation 2 era. I haven't played it in over 10 years. The last time I played it was when I was 13, so we'll see if it's as fun as I remember it being when I was 13, but I'm not going to announce the title of the game just yet. I want to make sure I can get it all working properly and make sure it looks presentable for the stream. So until I do that, I'm not going to announce the name of the game just yet, because I don't want to promise you X game and then it not happen and not get delivered to you, as you're probably going to be expecting that game and then it not happen. I don't want that to occur, so I'm just gonna refrain from giving you the title at this time. But I will, at a later date, I will announce the title and a potential starting date for the game on my Twitter. So let's talk about Twitter for a little bit. Guys, really, Twitter is the best and probably the only place to get information about the stream and what we're doing. So you guys really need to check out my Twitter page. I feel like a lot of people don't. There have been times where I have been streaming and people come in and they're like, "Why weren't you streaming yesterday or whatever?" And usually when stuff like that happens, I have it up on my Twitter. So for all news and everything like that, you need to go to my Twitter page. That's the best place to get the information. And I want to make sure that everybody gets this information and doesn't get left out of the loop here, which is why I'm kind of doing this YouTube video, because I feel like YouTube kind of allows me to reach a little bit farther than just people that come to the Twitch page. Because I know that there's people that are probably just exclusively on YouTube, and that's fine. So this is a chance for me to tell you guys where you can get this information. But please, I mean, even if you don't use Twitter, just bookmark the page, check it, kind of frequently, every other day or something, just so that way you don't miss anything, because I will announce the title of the game and a potential starting date there. And I don't want you to get left out. So I'm going to be taking a little break from the live streaming on Twitch. I'm going to probably take at least a week off, probably a little bit more. Don't worry, this is generally a thing that I do after we finish a playthrough of a game, because usually the games that I'm playing are, 40, 50 plus hours, and you kind of feel like you need a break after playing those games. At least I do. It gives me a chance to relax and recharge before we start up the next game. And, there have been times where I don't know what I'm playing when I finish a game. So this gives me the chance to sort of pick the next game if I don't already have one. And if I do have it, then I can start setting it up. And, recently we've been playing the Fallout games, which required me to do some modding and getting all that stuff taken care of. So I'm going to have to do that with, this next game as well, because it is an old game and I want to make sure everything works properly. So there's not going to be any activity on my Twitch channel for a bit. YouTube content will be dry, because usually I would take the streams and edit them down to 30 minutes for YouTube. So now that I'm not live streaming, I'm not going to have anything. But wait a second. I have 152 hours of our Witcher 3 playthrough that we did way back in May of this year. To talk a little bit about our Witcher 3 playthrough, I played it for 2 months straight. I started it day one. I pretty much 100%ed the entire game. The only thing we didn't do was gather all the Gwent cards, but who cares? It was 152 hours, so I have 152 hours of Witcher 3 content that needs to be released. I finally found a way to do that. I knew that when I started this playthrough, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to save it. At the time, I just exported the entire streams, and back then, I think YouTube had a limit of a 2-hour video, so the streams kind of got all split up into like 2-hour videos, and I never had a way to edit them down into 30-minute chunks like I do now, because I didn't think about that back then. But now I figured out a way. The process is very tedious. It's very slow, but eventually all the videos will be released and for everybody to check it out. I would say that there's probably going to be at least 300 plus videos for this playthrough. I mean, there's no real rush to getting these videos out. It's going to take time to edit all of them. So what we're going to do is probably by Monday, I would say, you can start expecting those videos to go up. I'm not going to release them in like 7 or 8 videos at a time like I have been with our live streams, because this was recorded back in May. I can take my time with it. I'll probably release maybe 2-3 videos at once, and that will occur every other day probably. And it'll keep happening when we go back and we start this next game. So we'll have sort of The Witcher 3 keep on rolling out, and then whatever game we're live streaming will keep on rolling out. So we'll kind of have two things going on side by side, but you know, I don't think that's generally a bad thing. I will warn you that about 80% of the Witcher 3 playthrough is done using the SteelSeries headset mic, which is this thing right here. It comes out farther than that, but using this mic, we all know headset mics aren't very good. This microphone does make an appearance, but like I said, it's not till towards sort of the end of the game, but it does make an appearance. But most of the playthrough is done with that headset mic, so just be aware of that, and you know, if you can get past that, I think you'll have a great time. So let's just do a quick recap. Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 playthroughs are on hold for at least a month or two. When we do decide to go back to them, we have to do New Vegas and then Fallout 4. But we do plan on returning at some point. The new game is going to be a PlayStation 2 RPG. I will announce the title of the game and a starting date for that in probably a week's time on my Twitter page. And that'll the date will also be when live streaming returns as well. So do keep your eyes out on the Twitters for that. And the Witcher 3 playthrough from May will start slowly going out here on the YouTubes. And it'll keep going until the entire playthrough is up. So you can, you know, just expect it. You can expect a lot of Witcher 3 videos all the way up until the end. So that way, you know, it's up there for anybody that wants to watch it. If nobody watches it, that's fine. I don't care. I enjoy editing. I always have. It can be a little bit annoying sometimes, but you know, this is something that's been sitting in a private playlist for quite some time, and I just want it to see the light of day. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I hope this news is kind of exciting for you. I know I'm excited to move on and play something else other than Fallout for a little bit. So I can't wait to see where this takes us. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you around sometime.